people hitting the water, and water safety has never been more important. The tragic news of actor Malcolm Jamal Warner, of course, his drowning death in Costa Rica, serving as a sobering reminder that even experienced swimmers can find themselves in dangerous situations. Here in Charlotte, Big Blue Swim School serves two overlooked populations, right? Adults who have never learned to swim, and then children with special needs. This morning we have special guest Ashley White as well as Luke Frederick from the school in Charlotte. And today, or this week, is National Drowning Prevention Week, it so happens. Thanks for coming in, first of all, you guys.
No problem. Thank you for having us.
So let's start from the beginning. Like I said, with Malcolm Jamal Warner coming to light, it really is so critical and a reminder that learning how to swim and knowing how to swim is so important. What are you seeing in Charlotte as far as, people and populations that need swim lessons?
It was definitely a huge need. We had a lot of parents that once we opened and we were offering children's lessons, they would come to us and they would, in conversation, say, we would never be comfortable with our children being in the water because I personally don't know how to swim. So that was something that pushed us to begin offering adult lessons. And then with our adaptive lessons, we had a lot of parents that would say, well, I have one child with special needs, and it's been hard. They love water, trying to find locations where they could learn. And so we began looking and doing research, and we found a program with swim angelfish called Swim Whisperers. And we were able to get some of our staff certified in that program so that we could now begin offering lessons for an underserved population.
All right. So how is it different serving adaptive skills or kids with special needs and then children?
Yeah, so with the adaptive lessons, we really try to schedule them in some quieter times, try to find some times where we can have a little bit more attention to them, and those are always done private lessons, one-on-one with one instructor, never in a group setting unless that's something the parents are looking for.
All right, very good. And then when it comes to adults learning how to swim, why is it a delayed lesson? Are they embarrassed? Are adults fearing, trying to get into the water at this point of their lives?
It is a combination of things. Some of it is previous traumatic experiences when they were young, and they just never overcame that fear. It, for some, has been a fear of being judged by others, embarrassment, combination of things, but it certainly is, we always say, not a stumbling block or something that we can't overcome. We work with people to their comfort level. So we never push them faster than they're ready or move at a quick pace. We tailor, even though it's a group lesson, we work with the individual swimmer at their level as well so that we can help build that confidence to continue to move forward.
Let's talk about the kids again, and the statistic that I see here about children with autism being 160 times more likely to drown. That's quite shocking. And they, like you mentioned, the water is so attractive. You want to jump in and play. What's the first step in working with that group and the parents' approach when their kids are so enthusiastic about going into the water?
A big part of it is understanding what works for them. For some it is sensory. For others it is physical. So first we need to understand what it is that they need from us. And then from that point, we will tailor the lesson. We have a curriculum that we work with, but then through our Swim Whisperers training, we've been equipped with tools that we can use to then modify the current curriculum based on what the individual swimmer needs and go from there.
All right, let's talk about practical situations like at home, at the beach, at the community pool. Parents, what should they be watching for, and even really just people, when there are any kind of struggles in the water? It's not like what we see in the movies, right?
No, I think what's important is that they're watching. That whenever there are swimmers in the water, someone that knows how to swim, a responsible adult, is watching them and is not distracted, so that they can see when that swimmer becomes in distress.
Yeah, as a lifeguard instructor, that is one of the leading causes of drowning is unattended children. So, as Luke mentioned, always making sure you have a designated water watcher is crucial. I know we mentioned that we started the week with the unfortunate news of Malcolm Jamal Warner, and one of the things that I noticed in the article was it said that he went on a solo swim. So we never want to swim alone. That is such a huge piece of preventing drowning.
Yeah, I mean, watch those red flags. There was the red flag right there in the water in an area known for dangerous riptides as well. Going through the rest of the summer and, now these drowning tragedies coming to light, what do you want people to remember? What do you want our viewers to take away from this morning?
The water is not something to be afraid of. There are resources out there to help you overcome that, no matter what age you are, no matter what your situation is. It's something that everyone can achieve.
How can people get involved, and is this expensive?
It is not expensive. We certainly are priced industry standard, but then we also make it a point. We know families have individual situations. We know that at times we may need to work with people. Life happens is one of the things that I always tell parents. So we try to be as accommodating as possible. So if there are individual situations, I always say just reach out and talk to us. We can, fortunately, our owner has given us the leeway to work with families as needed. We're not set on a specific, of course, we have the costs in place, but we can work with people. And if they want to reach out to us, they can text us, they can email us, or they can stop right in.
Okay, and you are located where? And what's the email or the where should they find you on social media?
So we have two locations. We have the Pineville location, which is located in South Charlotte. And the email address for that location is just pineville@bigblueswimschool.com. And then we also have a location in Concord, which is right at Concord Mills Mall. And that one is Concord@bigblueswimschool.com.
All right, very good. Anything else we need to know today when it comes to swim lessons for adults, children, and adaptive skills?
I'll say we make our lessons fun.
Fun.
Yeah.
I like it. Sounds good. Non-intimidating. I know there's another gym or whatever that's the judgment-free zone. And no judgment when you get into the water and learn how to swim, no matter your age.
Exactly.
Important things to know.
Yes.
Ashley and Luke, thank you so much for coming in, a topic very important to us as we get through the rest of these summer months. Appreciate your time.
No problem.